busy opening weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Saints at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a start.
Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. The Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last 2 seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
In motion comes the tight end left. 2nd and 6. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 70. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Bucs with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're doing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Shotgun now for Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fournette, a first down carry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the 17, Brady being chased out left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 65 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken from about the 12. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's good for the Saints.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And it's caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Bucs with the extra point, and it is 28-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing on second down, Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Brady now on first down. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Brady. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
From the gun on third down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady now to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result when he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, it's Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brady's pass complete to Julio Jones.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Thomas, the man in motion left. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara from 8 yards out. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
On first down, Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Brady will try again on second down. Dumps it off to Fournette. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Brady again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Yes, man.
Without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
But as this defense walks off the field, they should do so.